17. At this moment, let's please rise and say our Pledge of Allegiance.
Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? And
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Chair David L. Muse,
Here.
Vice Chair Mario Maciel Jr.,
Here.
Commissioner Edwin Borges,
Here.
Commissioner Edith Flores,
Here.
Commissioner Kevin Rooney.
Let the record show that Mr. Rooney has been excused from this meeting. First item on the agenda is review of the minutes from our last meeting. Were there any corrections or changes that were brought up by any commissioners? Seeing none, I'll take a motion for the acceptance of the minutes for the last meeting.
I motion.
Second.
Any objections? Seeing none, motion passes. Next agenda item, staff.
Thank you, Commissioners. Chair. The case before you is a request for consideration of a food processing bakery facility within an existing 24,700 square foot building within the industrial I zone, pursuant to Table 153.050.020 in the city's municipal code. The location is 5018 Lanta Street. The applicant is Distinct Indulgences LLC, and the case number is CP846. The location of the proposed bakery is surrounded by both industrial and residential uses. Residentially zoned properties exist to the south and east, while industrial uses and zones are to the north and west. Due to the proximity of residential uses, conditions of approval were included to minimize any impact to neighboring residents. However, one thing to keep in mind is that a commercial bakery such as this is required to operate at a higher level of cleanliness due to sanitation requirements. The property in question is approximately 51,923 square feet in area and is improved with a 24,700 square foot building with a mezzanine. The existing site also provides for 41 parking spaces with 2 loading areas, which is sufficient for this type of operation and consistent with the floor plan that is being proposed. All activities will be conducted within the confines of the building. The floor plan shows that the operation includes a receiving or staging area for raw materials or equipment, as well as a finished goods area for storage prior to shipping. Materials and equipment will not be allowed to be stored outdoors, and that's been added as a condition of approval. The proposed hours of operation are from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. 7 days a week. Deliveries will be from 5:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Staff has reviewed the application and operational characteristics and has determined that the added conditions of approval, with the added conditions of approval, the proposed business will not have an adverse impact to adjacent properties or the community. Therefore, staff recommends that the Planning Commission adopt Resolution PC 17-01 entitled A Resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Baldwin Park adopting the findings of fact and approving a conditional use permit for a food processing bakery facility within an existing building pursuant to Table 153.050.020 in the city's municipal code. The location is 5018 Lanta Street, the applicant Distinct Indulgences LLC, and case number CP846. This concludes staff's presentation.
Thank you very much, staff. At this point, does any of the commissioners have any questions for staff? Seeing none, I now open public communication for this item.
Before questions are taken, sir, can you state your name, please, for the records? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions from the commissioners?
I do have one quick question. How many vehicles do you actually operate out of the business as far as for deliveries? How many are we talking about? Thank you.
Okay, the question I have, being the fact that you indicated that you will be good to the community, you currently have 35 employees, correct? Okay, as far as your growth, will that be opening up to some residents of Baldwin Park? Or will it be as far as the application and the best qualified? Okay, thank you very much. It may have been in the paperwork, but what do you make?
We are primarily a private label We bought the business in 2005 from the family.
Okay, thank you. And by the way, bribery will get you everywhere. Did you bring drinks too? I mean, come on.
Right before we vote.
Yeah, before we vote, we can't vote with our mouths full. Okay, are there any more questions? Seeing none, anyone else interested in speaking on this agenda item? Seeing none, I now close public communication on this item. Again, are there any questions from the commissioners to staff or in regards to this agenda item? Seeing none, I will now accept a motion.
I motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any objections? Seeing none, welcome to Baldwin Park. Thank you. Next agenda item, please.
Chair, we don't have any reports of officers this month. However, I do have under council staff communications our monthly reports for November and December. If you had any questions about those.
No.
Okay. There's been no slowdown, which is typical during the holiday season for us, not this year. Verbal update on the proposed Irwindale Materials Recovery Facility and Transfer Station. We're still working with the attorney firm and they're still monitoring that, and it is still going through the courts and all of that good stuff. So I don't have anything else.
Okay. I have a concern. We approved a project that's supposed to be on Francisquito and over there by In-N-Out Burger. And I think one of the issues was the entrance of that facility that comes right off the freeway. And if it's possible, because that entrance is just too close to the exit coming off the freeway, would it be possible for them to move their entrance to that facility to the other side, the other street?
The actual application and the design calls for 2 entrances. I don't know if
That may be a possibility.
Hey.
speak fast because it'll go out.
Okay. What I would like is to provide the commissioners with the signing policies of our nearby cities and what our existing policy is for signage?
I can give you what we have.
That's all I ask. And you can.
I have sent an email blast out to all the other planning directors in the San Gabriel Valley asking them if their sign code currently complies with the most recent Supreme Court action, Reed versus Town of Gilbert, Arizona, which is really what our change is stemming from. I got 2 responses. One of which was, no, it doesn't. We're looking to do that in the spring. And the other one was, yes, we do. Nobody else has responded. So either A, they're ignoring me, B, they know it's not complying, but they don't want to put it in writing. So I'm also going to the planning directors meeting tomorrow for San Gabriel Valley. I'm going to ask people there and see what I can come up with. What I don't want to do is give you a sign ordinance that does not comply.
No, I understand
Yeah.
that. And that's one of the reasons, and you already have jumped on that as far as getting something of the nearby cities to see where we stand.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay. If you would, I'd like to try to get as much information on that, and even some information on that case, so I can take a look at it.
We'll make sure that's in the staff report.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Okay. No other items from staff? Okay. Are there any questions again from staff, from commissioners to staff? Seeing none, I will now accept a motion for adjournment.
A motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Meeting adjourned.
Thank you very much.